this El Clasico is going to be really important for Real Madrid and for La Liga title, my opinion, because Barcelona is right now top of the league, on par with Real Madrid in terms of point, but they have better goal difference.
Well, I think it's a very important, Clasico because, we're leveled on points. And the only thing separating us right now is the goal difference. And that's why Barca sits at the top right now. So I think that this weekend they have to go get a win um, because, you never know what's going to happen for the rest of the season. And I think it's a big, important game. And it's just better to take that win against, our rival, especially how they're struggling at the moment after, you know, their Champions League game. They drew 3-3 with Inter. So they're going to be going back to the Europa League. And to get a win over this weekend with them, just it's going to give us more confidence and just kind of, blow
Yeah,
their chances.
I mean, this is the time we have to take our opportunity and chance because their confidence level is so low after the result against Inter Milan.
Uh, this El Clasico, I wouldn't say title winning per se, but it's extremely important to the morale of whoever wins comes out up top because clearly it seems like this is the match decider. Both teams are on the same points, just separating goal difference. So I think this is the morale winning match, and yes, I think it's very, very important that Real Madrid wins this match. And that's why over the weekend, I wasn't surprised to see such a lineup, over the Champions League, rather, to see such a lineup. You could see that he had the El Clasico in mind and he wanted some other players to, play so that some other ones don't get injured, which is very tactical in my opinion. So, yes, it's truly a very, very important match for both teams, even though it might not decide who wins the league, but it really, really has a lot to do with the confidence.
Yep. So before talking about the possible lineup, let's quickly discuss about some tactical change or tactical points that Real Madrid has to focus. So I have watched several games of Barcelona. Barcelona is a team who tends to play really good at first half. They will do a lot of high pressing. As a result, they become tired in second half and they cannot do that high pressing. Whenever they press high, we have to have a solid defense, like not making any silly mistakes, staying on the line, maintaining the line, and do quick counter attack.
Yeah, I think as long as Vinny, Rodrigo, and Benzema, they like to play a high speed game, and I think Barca just doesn't have those defenders. They have Eric Garcia, and I know they have like their two best defenders are all injured, so I think that could
Yeah,
be an
Araujo,
advantage to
Conde,
us.
and Christensen all are out of
hmm
the game because of
And
the injury.
you saw if you saw the Inter game, you could clearly see that they have those weaknesses in the defense, especially Eric Garcia. I feel like he's not a top class defender, and we saw it with Martinez's goal against them yesterday. So I feel
Yeah.
like if we can get those chances, there's no reason for us not to beat them.
So let's discuss the possible lineup, especially Real Madrid. What's your starting goalkeeper?
So at the moment, I haven't seen the injury reports, but I hear that Courtois might be out. Um,
So what I
and
have seen from the latest news is that Courtois is not out yet 100%. There's a slight chance, but it's very unlikely that he will play. So Lunin is the obvious choice for us. We have no other option. Even though he did not exude confidence. Like last match against Shakhtar, I didn't like the couple of saves he did. Like he looked a little bit uncomfortable.
yeah, I feel like he's not ready to be that number one goalkeeper, and it's showing right now. Um, if he in the games that he has played 3 or 4 games. I think he's conceded in 3 out of the 4. So I feel like Barca's gonna score, but I still think our defense gonna be able to keep them out.
Who is your backline, or who do you think Carlo will play?
I think he'll play left back with Alaba, the two center backs of Rudiger and Militao, and Carvajal at the right back.
So I think Rudiger is not also likely going to play because he seems not totally recovered from the injury he had against Shakhtar. So it's going to be, I think, Alaba and Militao at center and Mendy as left back and Carvajal at right back. Let's move to midfield. So midfield is obvious to me. Like Chouameni in the middle and Cruz and Modric. That's most likely midfield Carlo likes to play.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the standard midfield we're gonna have, and they all go great together. So
Now the front three.
Perfect plan.
Now the front three is very interesting because Vinicius is obvious in the left side and Benzema in the middle. For the right side, because it's El Clasico, because this is so big match, I feel Carlo will play 100% Valverde, not Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Rodrigo is going to be played as a sub.
Yeah, it's a super sub. I feel like that's how it is. I think Valverde has that just because of the midfield with Cruz and Modric. Valverde he has a starting spot, and it's obviously on the right wing, and I think it's good. He plays good anywhere, honestly, on the field.
Yeah, he has like 20 lungs. I mean, he can play anywhere. He can run all day. He's one of the most pressing footballer we have in our club. So let's do the last thing. What's your prediction for El Clasico?
I'm gonna predict 2-1. I think 2-1 Real Madrid.
Okay, for me, I'm not going to predict this scoreline, but I'll say a win for Real Madrid.
My prediction for the match is 3-1. As a matter of fact, I think I know this might be a little bit controversial, but I see Real Madrid conceding and then coming back to score 3 goals. Benzema with a goal, and I see either Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo with a brace.